How you doing? We at Stageworks. We're gonna be doing some acting classes, so y'all be able to check that out. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes footage with no paper, no pen. It's my everyday life. We got Pastor Charlene Henry, and we have some other members that's gonna be coming, joining us in a little bit. We're working on some different projects for this year. 2014 has been good, but 2015 we're looking forward to get even bigger. Y'all stay tuned. This your boy MB Promotion. No paper, no pen. This is my everyday life.
In the car on the way over. 35 years ago I started. My first job was on a show called Knots Landing in the first season. Some of your old folks here might know what that is. I was quiet please. Once I start talking, that's it. You too. All right. I was gang kid in that, but I wasn't just any gang kid. I was gang kid number one. It's so funny. It was such a much softer time in television. You know, in the old days, it was all overlit, and people that were supposed to be scary weren't scary at all. I had a gang, and I think we look now in retrospect more like dancers. Like the Jets or something from West Side Story. And I still remember my opening line. We confront a drunk Ted Shackelford coming down the stairs. He picked the wrong night to come down those stairs because me and my homies were and my line was, and this was supposed to put fear in everyone's heart. My line was, "Toll road man, you got any coins?" Wow. Wow. I don't know if I did it as well as I just did it back then. I was a weak kid. And then after that, I got into other shows. I was in some Cool shows. I was in the first season of Hill Street Blues, which kind of changed the way television was done. That's when things got gritty and dark. And in fact, in that first season, partner, the guy that they'd established as a character, died by having his throat slashed and died in my arms. So TV started changing with Steve Bochco. I was in the Jeffersons. I learned a great lesson from Wheezy.
So look, I'm getting ready to ride up here to McDonald's, and as I pull in, somebody scream out, "Who does that?" I'm like, I'm looking around, I'm trying to figure out who don't, you know what I'm saying? He says, "Don't you play in the movie Who Does?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, I'm Nunu friend. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So man, y'all check the movie out, man. I'm getting ready to get her on my no paper, no pen. It's my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Plus the movie. You know what I'm saying? So Who Does That, man? Y'all make sure y'all cop that, man. A Brad Ferris film, you know what I'm saying? I collab with him. He up there in Wisconsin right now. We down here in Tampa promoting, marketing the movie, and seeing that we getting a good feedback, man. So I definitely appreciate everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, putting their efforts in, helping us, supporting us. And she kind of caught me on a bad day. I'm trying to be undercover, but police right there. Anyway. Hey, we just left the studio over there in Ashwood too, man. So y'all check us out. You know what I'm saying? Ashwood Studio, Studio One. And I was up there with Third World and some more dude. Oh yeah, more dude, Oh My Little Hat. Y'all check him out in the next movie coming up, man. I don't know what we're gonna name it yet, but you know, who does that, man? See y'all later.
Hey y'all, why don't y'all go check out the movie Who Does That? Support it, give it big time shout out to Tampa, you know, bringing, you know, the industry back here. So support the work and the black movement, definitely. I got my copy. Did you get yours?
Y'all, man, y'all see she got her copy right there, man. Y'all go down there and get her copy, man. She caught me at McDonald's. I'm looking a little raggedy today, but you know, that's how it happened, man. You never know where you'll be at, man. Who does that? Excuse me. You know it's no paper, no pen. But who does that but God, man? She called me and she say, "Ain't you in that movie Who Does That?" I'm like, I'm kind of like, what the hell?
Y'all see him doing this move straight from the movie.
Y'all know I'm a clown, and man, I ain't gonna stop till we make it, man. Our black people, man, we need to come together, unity and love, man, and that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Who does that but God, man? Y'all check it out, man.
That's right. Who does that? Come on.
Hi, my name is Tawanda Johnson, an independent consultant with Tracy Land Fashion Jewelry. This is my display. We specialize in home shows, vending events. If you need jewelry, please call me. My number is 813-732-4346. Again, Tracy Land Fashion Jewelry.
So yeah, we back. So we got Shanti, one of the members of the Healing Place. She's getting ready to do a little bit of acting, and we're gonna see how she do, man. We're here at Stage Works with Jeff Seymour, man. He's doing his thing. I know y'all heard some of the stuff that's going on that he's talking about, man. It makes sense. It makes sense. Y'all make sure y'all get the book.
You can ask me anything about anything with the business. Because you know I've done all the stuff in the business. Go ahead.
How do you deal with actors who say, I don't do that in my regular life?
Well, I would say to them, okay, excellent. Just like I'd say it if you were playing the part of a murderer.
Right.
Or a person who was a cannibal. I'd say, oh, you don't do that in your own life. Excellent. Really good to hear. Because now we can actually use you on a set. We try as much as we can to utilize whatever of ourselves possible. Some things will line right up. Some things will veer off to the right, but we've been down that right road. Some will veer to the left, we've been down that left road. Some things we don't know anything about. But that's when lines and situations dictate character. If you say to your friend, you know, I ate my
Praise
first
the
person.
Lord.
I mean, listen to Jeffrey Dahmer talk. Does he come off like a monster? He does not. I mean, you see any of these. And I am an addict for the real murder shows where then they show the people in the rooms that they're questioning because I just love human behavior and murder, I guess. But, and you got to figure out the way to do the right murder. I haven't figured it out yet. But you listen to them talk about it. Very few people that I've ever seen, and I can't recall one right now, seem like some crazy person. One guy who dismembered people, they were talking to him about that, and there was a very beautiful woman that he had found, and then they said, and then you dismembered her. He said, yeah. He said, well, her legs, I don't know if you saw her legs. They were beautiful, and I liked them. So I cut them off, and he's just talking. Wow. And it is so chilling. It is what I always tell people. We remember the things that people do out of character more than we'll ever remember the things that people do that are in character, which would mean if you take a normal person and you have them say something that just seems like, wow, that's why you always hear the story. He's the quietest guy. He's the nicest guy in the world. He was my neighbor. And then you find out he's got kids buried under his house. We cannot leave that go for the rest of our lives. But if you have a guy who's weird, you know, he's got a hunchback, he's always going, you know, you got to kill people. I go, what? I knew it. And get it like that. So the idea is we utilize, I have a phrase which is concede as little as possible to character. So if you don't have to change something about yourself, don't change it. But yes, you're going to have to play a Nazi or a flesh eater or a lunatic or something that you just feel is so not you. But this is the job you signed on for. Right. This is why hopefully you pay attention and you watch people. And without even meaning to, you're constantly absorbing the nuts and maniacs. And you're watching people when they're giving this kind of testimony and thinking, wow, look how that works. And then you let the lines and situation dictate character. If you start talking about what your job was like at the veterinary clinic today, I'll assume you're a veterinarian. If you talk about what it was like in Iraq and and how, you know, you watched a whole bunch of little kids get mowed down by a guy who lost it, we'll think that's what you do. And you could say, well, I've never seen anything like that. What difference does it make? And that's not your job. You're an actor. So we utilize everything we've got whenever we can, and then the other stuff we pretend. Because, you know, there's no Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's just a little ball you're staring at. And we just have to, for the sake of our audiences, create this for them. And we do it better than the next person, and we become the Olympian. Yes? You were going to ask me questions.